Buckle up and hold on as we take you for a wild and exciting ride on the road to TransWorld. This is TransWorld Live.
Guys, what's going on? How's everything going? It is TransWorld Wednesday. We don't get to say that too often. Good to see you guys. Glad, so happy to be hanging out. Troy is our first commenter tonight. Happy Wednesday. That's right, Sean Fenner. 22 days until East Coast Honors Convention and the East Coast Christmas Show. Yes, you are right on. Good to see you, Chris. Good to see you, Ross. It's good to see you, Tom. And good to see you, Nadine and Tony Brunner. Guys, what's going on? Good to see you. Welcome to the show, Tim. Tim's Insanity. Well, you're hanging out here. We are streaming live to 5 different platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So wherever you're watching us, hopefully you're doing great. I just watched today, actually, the Artemis 2, our first manned mission to the moon since 1972. How cool is that? First NASA manned mission since 2011. So that's kind of exciting. Very, very cool. Some history there. Happy April Fool's Day. Hopefully you guys saw some good jokes, some good pranks. There was one by our good friend Tater that definitely caught my attention. Let's hope that's not true. All right. A big credit to our premier show sponsor. You saw them at the beginning in the opening video. Huge credit and thanks from all of us here to Ticket Spice. Thank you for being our premier show sponsor. And if you are interested in sponsor this, it helps. We are so grateful. We can't do this alone without you watching, but also a couple dollars helps so that we can continue to stream and make sure that everything is rolling. So reach out to Rich. He'll take care of you, but a huge thanks to Ticket Spice. All right, let's talk about some birthdays today. No fooling. It is John Lamont's birthday, John Accords, and Tallulah Trench. Tomorrow, the legendary Tom Betgeorge. On the 3rd, we have Jeff Egner, Nick Markoff, George Mosca, and Benny Hill. That's an elite day there. On the 4th, we have Rory Ketting Oliver, all the way from Canada. We just saw him at the show. Patrick Warner, Bones Belafonte, and Tom Hartsfield. On the 5th, we have Chris Grady, Vasil McGee, Brian Foreman, and Jerry Herschel. And on the 6th, we have Sonia Alley. Happy birthday to all of them. A personal note from Robert, who doesn't normally speak on the show here, so I'm going to try to speak for him here. Thank you to all of you that we got a chance to see, to meet, to greet, to hug, to take pictures with at TransWorld. We are honored. Thank you for being a part of our lives. Thank you for being a part of this show. And a huge, huge thanks to Nadine and Tony. They made us this amazing bag of 3D printed lemon skulls, and we love them. And I actually had one on me. I think the bag is still in my bags. I would show you them right now, but I gave it away to a fan because they loved it so much and we wanted to make their day. So thank you to them. We have a few more. We'll be bringing them out, but we wanted to do a nice special shout out to them. We just kind of said what we mean to you, and we spent a lot of time this weekend walking around asking folks, what does TransWorld mean to them? Let's take a look.
is the epicenter of Halloween and Christmas.
When I walk into this building, the energy changes, and it's like, these are my people.
It's the show. This is it. If you're in this business, this is it.
We come here every year because this is where the industry thrives. They built such a community here. So much happens.
When you're walking around the show floor, there's so many people you can learn from and so many things you can learn from just by walking around.
TransWorld is the show that you have to go to. If you're a serious professional in the Halloween or attractions business, this is a show that you can't miss every year.
We realize that if we're not here, we're not in business. At the end of the day, like, there's networking, there's people, there's the right product, there's everything that we need all right here on the show floor. It would cost us more to not be here than to fly here and be here. So absolutely, we're back.
If you could sum it all up in one sentence, what is TransWorld to you?
Everything.
It's beautiful. It is so beautiful. And a huge thanks to our brand new photographer, Rob, and videographer. We got a chance to work with him. He is an amazing professional. And a lot of those reels that you've seen this weekend are his handiwork. And there's so much more to come. So without further ado, we got a chance to show Jen and Rich what all of us say about TransWorld and what TransWorld means to us. Well, we're going to bring them on to talk about the experience of a lifetime. Ladies and gentlemen, our CEO, our presidents, Jen, Rich, welcome to the show. Hi, guys. How we feeling?
Good.
I feel it completely. All of us feel that. That completely.
Exhausted.
It's so special when we get a chance to really just put ourselves out there, be able to stretch our legs, walk like 26,000 steps a day, just to make sure we get to see all of the smiling faces that are in line and in the booths and hanging out at the events and dancing at the ball. And this, I might say, is a very, very successful TransWorld, and I think one of the best on note.
I would agree. It really was. Like, I mean, I was blown away with how many people said that they had really good shows, that they saw new buyers that they hadn't seen. I mean, everything you'd want to hear out of someone's mouth, I felt like we heard this weekend. Now, that's not to say there may not be people that didn't have record-breaking years and didn't have great shows. That's always going to be, but that was definitely the minority. The majority was insane. And the buzz and the feeling on the show floor, and I mean, the exhibitors brought it. Those booths were amazing. I mean, they were just, I was so impressed. I mean, honestly, they just made us all look so good. And some of the new products and the different things, and I'm sure Rich will get into it, but like,
it's honestly, so amazing. And again, a huge credit to Rich too.
Oh yeah. I mean, Rich did
a
phenomenal job laying out the floor this year. I mean, it was perfect. I mean, it was just perfect. And even on Monday morning, when I saw him and we were talking, I'm like, you killed it this year. Like, you killed it. Like, yes. I'm so proud of you. You did such a good job. You made us look so good. And I mean, we always work hard, and sometimes it just doesn't show or it doesn't pay off. But this year I felt like we worked hard. The exhibitors worked hard. A lot of great buyers came to the show. And I just felt like it was just great. And it was also relaxing in a way. I don't know if anyone else felt that, but I just felt like there was just this chill in the air too. It was easy. And I'm just super happy. I'm super grateful that, I can put it behind us because I worked so hard and I stressed so much about it. But I just felt like it was a great show. And I even danced on Saturday night. I mean, it was awesome. So
love it.
It was fun. It was a great show. So I can't say enough good things. And you and Robert and Rob, the new videographer, everyone just killed it. Like, they killed it for us. And I'm so grateful. And I'm so grateful that everyone just came out and just showed up. And it was just great and bought a lot of stuff. So, okay, that's enough about me. But I'm really I'm excited. It was great. It was just great. All right, Rich.
You pretty much said everything. So, I don't know. The show was cool. I mean, there was something different about it this year that was really relaxing. Very few complaints. Normally we get a lot of them. And yeah, Aubrey, I did see your face at the show. I see you in the comments there. I actually wore your face at one point. had me put it in front of me. So I'm sure you saw that photo. And thanks for the horns. They were really cool. My daughter wore hers to the ball, and I wore mine as well. People asked me what I was dressed up as, and I said, "You see these horns? I worked on this all day."
He
They
did
matched
say
my
that.
sweater and everything, so it was perfect. And Dave, I got to thank Dave for that. He actually
He hooked you
put
up.
that together. So anyway, I mean, yeah, the show was literally amazing this year. It was a lot different. I got to give a special shout out to all the people on our staff. They were literally amazing. Did an amazing job. Everyone from the people outside, the blue coats that greet people. I think the majority of the vendors really understand how important they've been over the last 2 years and how easy it's been to get in and out of the show and how relaxed it is. I mean, there's some new ones, that get a little excited a little bit because they've never been to our show before, and maybe it's not perfect for them. But I can tell you, I do a lot of shows around the country, and I don't know a show that moves in easier than ours and moves out. So I give a lot of props to them and the job they did outside. I didn't need to do much out there this year because they pretty much had it handled. They come up with some good ideas on their own, and it worked really well. Everything from the media staff, you guys, Rob, everyone just did a great job. There's some great videos that we have that we'll be releasing over time, and a lot of shorts that we made, and we have some plans for the TransWorld live site to host a lot of videos and photos in the future. So that's cool. The interactive map was awesome. I think a lot of people utilized it and was very happy with how it worked. We're just going to continue to expand on that. And like I said, literally everyone from, I don't want to leave anyone's names out, but our seminar staff, our, all the work under Anne Marie and that crew, and literally everybody. It was just a full out effort, and it wasn't one person. It was literally everyone on our team did a great job.
They did. Anne Marie and Claire and everyone. But I have to say, Tim Kavinsky killed it with trying to work with the AOG, which is the Attraction Owners Group, trying to get people to sign up so that we can try to kind of create this buying group of insurance so that we can try to help with the insurance issues, which we could talk about that later on. But I just felt like everyone just worked so hard at this show.
Yep.
It did. We had great comments and lots of newbies and lots of veterans. It was amazing to see everybody on the floor enjoying something different. And to what you guys said earlier, the exhibitors, they brought it. They
brought it.
They went bigger. They went farther. They brought robotic pigs. It was pandemonium.
It was awesome.
Where you can really see the differences is not just at the show, but when teardown occurred. Even on Monday, there were more exhibitors still in the hall than I've ever seen before, still tearing down because there were so many facades that were built. And, one of our guests tonight, even, we'll get into later, won the Best Booth Award for the first time. They don't even sell facades. I mean, they sell props, and over the last couple of years, they decided to build a facade to host their props, and it's
amazing.
It's really made their booth look professional, and I think it's helped their sales exponentially. And I think they've done a lot better because of that. So, and I'll be honest, a lot of people took their lead, and they did the same thing this year. A lot of guys added facades and put their props in front of them, and did very well. So it was neat to see some of that stuff. It makes the show look more professional, and it also makes them more professional. So we appreciate that.
No, it was great.
Couldn't agree.
Or did a great job too, building the Ticket Spice booth and their booths.
Oh my gosh.
There was a lot of amazing booths on the show floor.
Lots of people stepping up.
No, they did. And Nethercraft, thank you so much for making us look good. I loved our merch.
Yes.
I thought it looked great.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff they did for Heaven and Hell. I mean, they really brought it. So that was great too. So thank you for that.
The video screens. I mean, everything. It was amazing. I mean, just so awesome. Okay. Can we rip something off real quick? Because certainly one of the hottest topics that was talked about throughout the show was the lack of corn dogs. And while I want to remind everybody that the food that's served by the center is not TransWorld's choosing, certainly I wanted to see if you guys had saw that even Zombie Army had a petition to bring back corn dogs to TransWorld.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was interesting because I don't eat corn dogs. So I never even knew they existed on the floor. But boy, did I several people. So what I will tell you is there will be, like I will do everything in my power to make sure that maybe that's all we'll serve next year.
Corn dogs and sugar fire.
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly it. We just had a lot of fun with that, and I think people come to love that. I know Alex Rodet is somewhere there. There's always that fun there, and it's like we know it's not TransWorld's fault, but it's not TransWorld without corn dogs. It's so silly.
I let Jennifer Levy know. I'm like, she's like, how'd it go? I'm like, he didn't have corn dogs. Big myth. Corn dogs.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, that could have been our fault too, because there was a concession area that we had no idea they were opening. It's never opened before, and it was behind Brandy B's booth and Infected FX, and they scheduled it to be open, and it's never been open in the 18 years we've been there. So it didn't make any sense to me, and maybe that's where they were planning on putting the corn dogs there, and that didn't work out. They moved it somewhere else, so I don't know. Maybe they just didn't have the corn dogs on the menu this year, but we'll be sure to let them know that everybody. I know Shane loves corn dogs.
Yes.
Corn dogs.
He's a corn dog boy. So.
Yes, he does. We want you to know you've been heard, and we're gonna work our magic. All right, guys, we have some friends that want to join us so that we can kind of unpack the entire week, kind of go through all of those memorable moments. Should we bring them on?
Yes.
Sure.
Awesome. All right, guys. From your Pixel store, you love him, you know him. It's Minor Mendoza.
Hey guys, what's going on?
What's going on? From the award-winning Dusk Productions booth, it's Matt Capriolin.
Woo!
What's going on, buddy?
Oh, and daughter.
Hey everybody.
And from our premier show sponsor, from Froggy's Fog, it's Kate and Nate Hodges.
Everyone.
Guys.
Now we got a party. What's going on, everybody? How we feeling?
Tired.
Yeah, tired.
What are some of our favorite moments as we're sitting back and we're relaxing? What are some of the highlights from the floors, from the experience? We already addressed, obviously, the corn dog issue. But what are some really awesome things?
Gosh, I just want to give a huge shout out and thank you to Rich and Jen, though, to piggyback on what you had talked about, me and Jen and Rich, and I'm sure the other people on the call on this roundtable, I know that they went to a lot of other different shows to help get the name of TransWorld out there and to bring them in. And I can definitely say my team, it was very well noticed. We picked up some new zoos at the show. Lots of people from the West Coast who this was their first time coming to TransWorld. So huge props and shout out to them, because it was, I would say 30% of our customers were net new for us. First time TransWorld people, first time coming. So, and a lot of them, and because every order passed through my hands, that was written on that show floor. So I saw them all, and lots of West Coast, lots of California, Utah, Arizona, Nevada, tons of new people from those locations. So huge props, huge thanks.
Yay.
That's awesome.
Sure that there's no better words than what Caitlin just said. We work all year. I love that. That's the best.
That's the end of the show, guys.
Minor, how about for you, sir? How did your show go?
For on the Christmas side, it's a lot of leads. So we won't know until July or August. But a lot of the leads that we got, similarly to what Kate said, were brand new people that had never been to the show. A lot of zoos, a lot of farms, a lot from the West Coast, similar to what she said. A lot of West Coast people, Oregon, California, Arizona. We had some Utah people that came. So maybe we need a West Coast show. Make my travel a little easier, But I St. Louis to me has always been good. Like I told you at the show, it's you got to bring your A game. If you bring your A game, people will notice, and they're excited about what you're bringing. They want to see something different. If you bring different, they're going to come to your booth. So I'm just excited about every time I do TransWorld. It's nerve-wracking all the way to the day of. I'm sure you guys, everybody here agrees. It's
Yes.
like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And then finally it's all over and you're like, all right, let's break down. Let's go home. But during the whole show, it's exciting. I lose my voice every single year.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing. That's always a good thing. If I come back with a voice, Rich and Jen, I'd be calling you guys up right now.
Matt, bat and cleanup here. How about you? How was your show?
It was fantastic. It was the best one yet. I will agree. It was definitely as hard as we worked putting that facade together, it was probably the easiest one in terms of smoothness and all of that. I feel like everybody was just sort of gelling this year, and just really all around a great show. It was Facade City, which was pretty cool. It felt like we brought an entire village into that place. Everybody stepping their game up, which was cool. I really thought it was a great show. Sales were incredible. People were there to buy, which was great. Especially those first couple days, people came out really strong. And I am happy to be home. I'm tired, but it was fantastic, and really I felt like everything was just clicking together in a very smooth overall setup and exit at the end.
Very nice, guys. Very nice.
It was awesome.
Taking care of all that and taking care of the vendors. He was out there the whole time doing setup, and on Monday when we were unloading, he's always in charge and he runs it and he knows it. But he does a fantastic job doing that. So
we have no voice over here.
Yeah.
Oh, love that. Well, to kind of cap on what Matt was saying, we give out booth awards every year. And so obviously a lot of people came and they brought it. Let's take a quick peek here. We gave out 3 sets of awards, one to each one of the shows. Should we start at Halloween and the attractions show here? Obviously with our guest, Matt. I think we have a video to play.
Just to sort of the attraction of the show floor, and it pulls some excitement our way. We did it last year, and we wanted to really expand to something larger this year. We chose a cathedral because I really like the Gothic look. To be honest with you, I want to live inside of this, and our facade is about 20 feet tall. It's pretty massive, and it's well over 40 feet wide when you include the arch on the side. The idea of the booth is basically a giant store, so it's disguised as a cathedral, but we've got this upper level that allows us to display props higher up, so it gives you that sort of awe effect of looking up and forcing you to be sort of impressed by the props. Nobody does a show like TransWorld. It is the best of the best, and this award means so much coming from them.
That's so
Thank
sweet.
you, Matt. Congratulations, Matt.
It was well deserved.
Thank you.
Dust Productions obviously won Best Booth for the Halloween and Attractions show. And then we also had Best New Exhibitor Vexa and Best New Product. Only Dinosaurs had their Bloody Pig, and that thing was viral. Holy cow, was that viral.
That was insane.
That was awesome.
You know, I didn't see it on the floor, and Tim Dunn brought that thing into the show office, and I didn't see him because he was doing the mold control outside of it. And like all of a sudden, you just see this pig walking through. I'm like, what is going on? I was like, holy hell, that thing's cool. I wanted to get one until I found out the price. And then I'm like, no, we don't really need it. We don't run.
Wild. Okay, on the Christmas show, Minor, you can help us on this one too. Best Booth Mosca Design. Boy, did they bring it. I mean, there had to be 100,000 lights, maybe more. Yeah, I mean, easily.
Oh my God.
They always bring it. Best New Exhibitor is Shadrack's Christmas. That was a heck of a dance floor too. I know you can kind of see it behind there. And then Best New Product of the Year, Shine Productions for their s'mores camp.
That was
s'mores.
cool.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Beautiful stuff over there. All right. Closing out with the interactive entertainment show, we gave best booth to DWL Studios. Beautiful stuff there. New exhibitor went to Dark Hollow Productions, and new product went to the Mystery Works. Very, very cool stuff there too.
That's awesome.
So congratulations to all 9 of our companies that won, and thanks for letting Rich and Robert and Rob and I come by and hang out, and Danny, and present you guys these awards, and congratulations for all your hard work. A huge credit, Rich. Let's go back and talk about that interactive map, because when we were talking to people in the lines, they couldn't. We just had so many comments about how it was so easy to find booths, and they couldn't believe like all they had to do was type it in, and it easily showed them where it was at. You, Ross, the entire LumaBot team, congratulations! That was just a huge hit and a huge resource to everyone.
Yeah, it only took us 13 years to do. But
So true.
Yeah, we brought it out, and there's a lot more plans for the future. But it was kind of cool because you were able to. I mean, for next year, people will expect it now. And what's nice about it is you can go on there and save people on your wish list prior to going to the show. You can visit, your wish list, and then you can, if you like them, you can add them to your favorites. But each one you add, you can see they blink. You can go to a company like Froggy's, who has 5 different locations. You can click on them. It takes you to each location immediately on the map. So it made it pretty much pretty simple for anyone to figure out where someone was if they were specifically looking for a company that they knew of. And then it also allowed them to do research on companies they didn't know of. So hopefully by now, most of the vendors have updated their pages. We use some stuff to grab information for them initially, and I think the first night we released on TransWorld Live, we had 86 submissions for updates. So, as an exhibitor, this is a great tool for you to be able to put up videos, products, discounts, and you could change them often if you like. And this floor map will be used for months to come, all leading up to the next show. So hopefully it produces a lot of business throughout the year for you. This alone is probably worth your booth price in itself, just because of the fact that it's going to be a resource for, purchasers to go on here and pretty much look up anything they're looking for. I mean, I get calls all year long.
Yeah.
Asking who sells this, what, and whatever else. And now they're going to be able to search it. We are working a little bit more on the keyword search, where we'll be able to, each vendor is going to be able to pick up to 10 keywords for to be in a search list. And, it'll be nice if you're looking for, masks, or if you're looking for makeup, or you're looking for pixels, whatever. You're going to be able to search that and find it, by simply putting in a keyword search, and then, get a list of vendors that you can look at and compare prices and compare what they have. There's contact buttons to be able to contact these people directly. Some of them, if they update it properly, you can have a phone number on there for them to call you. So that stuff's really important. And the interesting part of it, the part that was most impressive, was it was pretty interesting how data was pulled from a lot of people's websites, and they were like, what the hell is that doing on my website? That old stuff is on their website, and it helped them update their websites as well. So I think in the future, this is going to be a huge buying tool. And that's really what the show is really about. As Miner said in the past, a lot of people that come to the show, they just assume that they're going to write massive amounts of orders, and it doesn't all work that way. There's a lot of follow-up business, and some companies don't write a single order at the show. The majority of their business comes after. And TransWorld is the main place they market, because they know that the customers are there. They just got to collect their data and, reach out to them all year and sell them, and that's kind of how most of it works. And hopefully this will assist in that throughout the year.
A big question that came from the unveiling, and I just want to rehash it here in case folks didn't hear it. Will we keep this map up for a long time so that people can use it as a resource?
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably keep it up for at least like 7 months, or longer, until the new one is usually probably the new one. We're not going to be waiting as long as we normally do, like in the past. The 27 map will go up a lot sooner than we have. Normally, we release the maps like a month in advance. That's why East Coast is taking a little bit longer this year. It should have been up by now, but the holdup is mainly just because we were building this interactive map for TransWorld, and now we have to use it for East Coast as well. So we're working on that, and then a lot of vendors wait till the last minute to sign up for East Coast, because TransWorld's their first show, then East Coast, West. That's how they all work. So we're hoping to avoid a lot of that, where we're going to be able to have these maps up a lot quicker and exhibitor lists. But yeah, it'll stay up as long as we can. And then, those folks, hopefully the majority of them do exhibit year after year. So that'll be carried over. And the nice thing, eventually we'll have probably in the search list where you can just search first time exhibitors. And they're going to be,
Nice.
Do that as well.
We'll be
and
able to
see the
make
new ones.
good categories and stuff like that as we start perfecting the map.
Yeah.
Nice. We had a comment, and thanks everybody. Obviously, there's tons of comments. I'm sorry we're not getting to everybody's tonight. Just there's so much going on, but we do have a thought or a suggestion here from Aaron that said, would it be possible to somehow highlight or signify any of the award-winning booths on the map?
Yeah, I mean, it's possible, but the thing is, it's tough because there's sponsorships. These things cost money, like anything else.
Sure.
In the future, vendors are going to be able to, when they log into their portal next year, we'll have a portal build actually where you can just log in, and if you want to put up a logo like Illumibot has or Froggy's has, you're going to be able to purchase that and have it on there because it'll stand out on the floor plan. But it'll be limited. It'll probably only be 30 vendors that are capable of doing that. The awards, I mean, it's not something we thought about. We can certainly talk about that.
Sure.
That is a possibility.
That sounds neat.
Yeah.
I mean, if we can put,
I just
Cool.
have to.
not a bad idea.
No, keep the chat coming, guys. If you have any suggestions, this is wonderful. As we're looking at the map and we're reliving all of those amazing booths, if we can kind of go around the room here, what are some of the booths that caught your eye, that caught your attention, that left a lasting memory?
Yeah, we'd love to hear that in the chat as well. Tell us.
Yeah.
All great new products. You can post who was your favorite vendors there, or favorite products a vendor may have had. I mean, because that all goes a long way too. These people want to, they like to know that the work they did all year preparing to do the show impressed people.
Really paid off. Yeah.
Yeah. Matt, since you went last time, anybody else that you saw that you really liked or stood out to you?
Oh, wow. There were a ton. I don't get to walk the floor as much as I would like to. But, I definitely bought some stuff from a few of my favorite vendors. Adam Jess Effects, one of them.
Sure.
Rigor Mortis Productions, who was right behind me. I bought stuff from him. So there were a few standouts to me. A lot of the facades, my friends at Morbid Monstrosities, who we have the pleasure of staring at across the aisle the entire time. They put a great facade. So there were a lot of really good standout vendors this year.
Nice. Minor, how about over in Christmas? And you were in Halloween too. So anybody, call that. I mean, anybody you want.
Yeah. So I'll start off with the Christmas side. I was next to Santaland. I mean, literally his products are like, wow. Shane Dabbs always brings his A game. So that was amazing. But right across the way from me, was like this tropical forest, this animated tropical forest.
Yes.
And I was like, whoa, okay. That's awesome. So that was really cool on the Christmas side. And then on the Halloween side, it was just stunning. Like it looked like I was walking through Universal Studios. I mean, all the facades, it just like everybody brought their A game. And I'm like, if I'm going to be on the Halloween side, I got to bring my A game too. Now I was like, I brought my C game, and I was like, okay, C game is good enough. And it's like, my God, these guys are bringing every single year. So next year, we're already working on next year for the Halloween side. We're already working on a facade. So I got to bring it. So you guys will get check out our facade for next year for your Pixel store. But yeah, for me, the big, huge guy, monster with the pumpkin face. I mean, he was huge. I think that was probably the most awe for me as I walked by every day. I was like, man, how much? I wonder how much that is. That was probably the one that really caught my eye. That was really stunning. That was a great booth for me.
Good calls, Kate and Nate. I know Nate's not there, but anything catch your eye in transit?
So to be honest, I didn't get to leave our booth very often, which is a great problem to have.
Sure.
It's a beautiful problem to have. I will definitely say though, I did see a corn dog on the show floor.
Oh,
I wish there was a picture, but if anyone, I think it's Winterland's booth, but they had the little the little prop looking things, and it was a dachshund, and it was a piece of corn
on his
dog, corn dog.
Ah.
I wish I had a picture of it, but
Well
there
played.
was a corn dog on the show floor.
That's cool.
That's a hot
Well played.
topic.
Uh-huh.
I will definitely say 13th floor's booth. I saw that one next to us, and so I got to see that one a lot. The potion making lab thing they had inside of it was super cool, and especially like, you know, when you would do them all in order, and they had like a storm, and they had all these different cauldron things. So that was really cool. Just to kind of show capabilities. Kind of like what Miner was saying, Little Spider's booth, how they the approach they took this year, which was, hey, we can do really big things, but then they also had the smaller pumpkins. So hey, we can do small things too. I think that was really awesome. Nathan sent me over to Bixby Studios booth. Just because he was like, I think you're gonna like Bixby Studio booth. Joke on him. I really liked Bixby Studios booth. He thought I was just gonna like the really cute slugs. I walked out with the Frank bust and the Bride of Frank bust. So joke on him. He thought I was gonna like just a slug. I walked out with two things instead. But their stuff was really cool, really awesome. So, and it was just an amazing show. There was so much. Yeah. There was so much there. It was very. Hey, there's
there it is. Yeah.
Robert in for the win.
Yeah.
So cute.
I would say 4 right next to us. The potion thing was absolutely incredible. With the little fireplace and all that they added to on the side. And distortions. I mean, I walked by there and that massive gorilla was just.
Oh yeah, that was really cool.
I think it was huge. Like, I mean, it's taller than me, but that's not saying much either. But I mean, it was just a massive gorilla. It was incredible. I mean, they always have amazing props and all that stuff there. So that one definitely come on every time I walk by it.
Good choices. Good choices. Did you guys see over at Chocolate Treasures? She had a 3-pound bloody arm this year for sale. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
I didn't even make it here. Like that. That's how I never saw the dark zone fully functioning. If that just says how busy we were. Like, I saw it being built. I saw it Wednesday night. I never made it back over there during the show to see it in full.
I did not either. I got there in the morning and they were setting up, but I did not see it all running.
There was a few things I noticed that were different this year that was kind of cool. There's beyond folks just building facades. There was a big increase in large props. The dark zone, there were several people that made props that were not as big as Scare Factories, but pretty close, which was nice to see because they were the only ones that really offer large props. Even Morbid Monstrosities had some that were pretty decent size, so that was kind of cool to see. There were some interesting products like that didn't win the awards, and it's mainly probably because people just didn't realize these products were available and released this year. One that I know in particular was that people were raving over, and it was after the awards were given out, was Fright Props controller, their Wi-Fi.
Oh, the Wi-Fi control. Yeah.
Literally, people are going bonkers over that thing. They can't believe how it works. So I think that's going to be something huge here and into the future. And actually, they're going to be on the show soon. We'll have them in Road to East Coast, and they'll explain everything about that controller. So that one was pretty cool. On the Christmas side, Lightorama had a interactive controller that I guess helps run your show. I don't know much about the product, but a couple people mentioned to me, so that was something interesting that was out there as well. So there's a lot of things. Is anybody else that went on the floor? Did anyone see any specific products that they thought were neat that honestly didn't get mentioned?
We have some great ones in the chat as you guys are thinking. Certainly, I think Poison Props had that human centipede.
Oh,
a lot of people saw that. That made a lot of videos as well.
That was cool.
We definitely had, because Froggies is on, that collaboration between Froggies and Illumabot with that upshot with the projection into it. That was awesome. Very nice guy. Let's see. Hold on. I'm calling out more here. Let's see. Let's see. Who do we got here? We got lots of love for a lot of folks here. This is wonderful here.
A lot of people like the Dark Hollow upsell.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And Original Sin, huge Original Sin. They had amazing actresses, just working every corner of that. That was awesome. Very nice. Oh, the Scream Score, Heather's Scream Score booth. Did anyone get a chance to do that?
I didn't do it, but I walked by it and I chatted with Heather for a bit, and it seemed really cool.
Yeah, it was really, really good. We got a chance to catch up with Clive from Rubber Johnny's, and then Courtney from Studio 1031, who said, both of them said one of their best shows ever. I think both of them sold out completely.
Yes. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
And Bloody Mary, their booth sold out on day one.
Oh.
Like, he bought enough product for 4 days, and she said day one she was... I was like, wow.
Yeah, there were a lot of people that had that same problem where they were pretty much wiped out on Thursday. The buying on Thursday was literally insane.
Massive.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We don't write orders. I mean, we do write orders on Thursday. We do, but not in the volume we wrote orders on a Thursday.
I agree.
It's true.
Yeah, the interesting thing is it is weird because there was very few, but some people were like, yeah, Thursday wasn't so good for us. And I'm like, I don't understand how. Everyone I talked to was literally amazing. Had record on Thursday. But I think some people, like when you're well known at the show, they know that they can come to you and they're going to get you either later, before, after, maybe later in the show. So sometimes they go out and look for the new ones.
No, it's true. It's true. And we try to give that guidance and advice. Certainly it worked out for Alan and Stillpiece as he was launching a new product. I think he was sold out by noon, I think is what they said. All of his spots were filled on Thursday at noon. So you definitely wanted to make sure that you got in and got what you wanted and not, just assumed it would be there later.
Yeah. It was really cool to see a lot of themes too that people did to sell their products. They're turning them into stores, on the show floor.
Mm-hmm.
Design, which someone had mentioned, he did an amazing job, and he was even in costume that went with the theme of the booth, and selling his product like that. And he wants to expand to double the booth size. I mean, it's very hard to get it up in that area. That's why when you get up there, you don't want to let it go. But I mean, a lot of vendors come in and they're like, "Hey, I want to be up near, Original Sin or Froggies or Dusk," and it's very hard to get up there. Some guys get lucky and get up there early in their career, and it changes their career, but it's a great place to be. But I will tell you something that I noticed. I walked that floor quite a bit, and I was blown away at how jam-packed it was back by the 2000 hour.
Yes.
Jam-packed. And there were a lot of people back there looking. There were a lot of animatronic companies back there, which really changed the flow. There was, a couple that come to mind as Traumatic Studios and Dream Fitters. They were across from each other, and even like the convention center was like, man, you guys have so many airlines in here for props. So I think a lot of the prop companies that have been there for years, they may have seen like kind of a flat line this year. And I think a lot of it had to do with there were so many offerings, and but even the ones that have been regulars, it was nice to see even like a Poison props and so many different animatronics that they offered. I mean, there were a lot of Yeti style props that were offered. Even Deadfall Productions, who was in the Dark Zone, he had some very unique props. Never Mortis come in years ago, and theirs were very unique. They do a lot of bugs and different you don't see from everyone else. And Killer Props, he had some very large animations, which were kind of neat. And you're seeing it everywhere, and you're seeing a lot of companies collaborate together now, where they partner up. Even Matt did from Dust Productions. He partnered up with Teller DeFair, and they did a lot of the facade designs, for a couple different companies. So you're seeing a lot of collaboration there. It's cool because it's making
we make better products together. It's like we talked about earlier, Ticket Spice and 13th Floor.
Yeah,
and that's a great partnership too. Okay, we got to talk about the animals. Obviously, we know about Shane's monkeys, and those are always a draw, so we don't want to discount those. But did you guys see that 5-day-year-old piglet?
No, I heard about it.
Oh my gosh!
I did not see it.
Precious, adorable. Those little
now there was a itty bitty little teacup chihuahua that would ride around in a little cart.
Yeah, I saw that.
I snuggled that one. I had also been away from my dogs for over a week by the point I got to TransWorld. So I needed some puppy snuggles, but I snuggled
just feel it.
first.
You just feel it. All right. Can we talk through some of the events too? Okay. Obviously, we had tons of stuff, and I know that you guys don't get a chance to go to everything. Wednesday, we had an amazing tour that featured both haunt and Christmas components over at Talon Falls. Amazing time there. We also had an interactive tour all over St. Louis that did like game rooms and escape rooms, all kinds of fun stuff there. Who was at City Museum on Thursday? Yeah, it was awesome, right? I mean, seeing that huge horde of people come in because they all wanted to win that Thanos gun given away by Ticket Leap. How awesome was that, guys? I mean,
it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I mean, the City Museum is always fun. I take my kids to the show. They help me set up and whatnot. So that's their reward for helping us set up. Like go nuts and they did. They were there for 3-4 hours. I'm like, I'm going home, and they were like, all right, we'll see you at home. The City Museum is always a blast, and they opened up the roof. Which they hadn't opened in a long time. So that was really cool to see.
I was talking with Spencer about that, and he had said it was the first time he could recall in like 16 years that it's actually been open with weather and not raining and not windy. And that was beautiful.
Yeah.
That was
beautiful.
It
started raining while we were up there. So so that was fun. He's like, all right, everybody back down.
Friday, we had the Haunted Attraction Association State of the Industry and Auction. We have a brand new president, Ben Gagne. At night, we had the interactive Bloodlines and Blackmail. Did anyone get a chance to be a part of that? I think Tater was a part of that, wasn't he?
I think so. He was running around doing a lot. He had a lot going on during the show.
Nicole did a great job organizing that. That one was really smooth. Like feedback was amazing.
Oh, yeah. People love that. It was great. At the same time, we had the Christmas party going. Santa made an appearance, so that was awesome. We had a good time there. The Oscars were on Saturday. We awarded a whole bunch of people. And then I think it's very easy to say, like, the best ball that we have had in a very long time. Heaven and Hell came and brought it.
They killed.
Oh my gosh.
They killed it. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys really came. Obviously, it starts with our DJ from Basement of the Dead and Psych Jam Music. They brought a huge set. They did great stuff there. We also had that amazing AI photo booth right as you're walking in, along with all that free makeup as well. Rich, that's an awesome find. We couldn't imagine like all of the fun results that we had with that thing.
And did you see the teeter-totter thing?
Yeah. So that was a company called Curator Live, and they do a lot of interactive photos and upsells. It's kind of cool because you can have those at your haunt or your event, and Christmas event or interactive event. And when somebody takes a photo, it's kind of like even being on a cruise ship or at Disney. You can AI generated photos, and it can create like 24 different versions, and it's a big upsell. So that was kind of cool to have there for sure. Like people really enjoyed that.
It was so cool. I mean, people came with some amazing costumes, but this machine, even if you didn't have one, it was going to put one on you.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been exhibiting with us for years, and it was nice that he come up and did a lot of photos. He made some for us, and it's really cool how it generates all different costumes. You don't even got to be in costume. You can just go in regular clothes, and it creates hats on you and different looks. We did a bunch of group photos up there. That was a lot of fun. And then we obviously had off-access acrobats there, and we did a little 5-minute teeter show that was kind of cool. We had somebody propose.
We did. That was so cool. Jesus.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Jesus Christ himself proposed to Mary.
We're seeing some great pictures here. I mean, it was amazing to see the spirits, and just everybody was real happy. Great venue. Everything was laid out perfectly. What a fun party.
Yeah, it's a great party.
Seriously. All right. As we start winding down out of TransWorld, does anyone have any more closing thoughts or memories or things that they want to bring up? I know it's.
I know. Literally, I think it's we get to do it all again in 11 months.
Exactly. Well, and before we talk about East Coast, because I know people are excited, they want to hear, and I know that all of us on this are going to be there. As we close out TransWorld, I heard a rumor, Kate and Nate, that potentially Froggies is willing to extend that TransWorld discount just a little bit more, which is going to be super important because I know prices are changing all the time.
They are. Yep. So here at Froggy's Fog, we are the TransWorld discount code for us is being extended by 2 additional weeks. So you have 2 weeks after Sunday, this past Sunday. So we are extending it out. Now I need to scare anyone. Kind of what Chris is talking about is pretty sure he saw me in a frenzy at one point on the show floor. And I was seen. And on the phone, and I had my AirPods in, and it was because we got calls from our vendors that supply our chemicals. There was not at our facility. There was a fire though at a major manufacturing facility that processes propylene glycol, and it has caused the market to shift, and we are seeing prices rise faster. And when I mean prices rise, I'm talking they're going triple, quadruple the price of our raw materials. So if you're wanting to get your fog in, I would say use the TransWorld TW2026 code, get that fog order in, because this isn't me wanting to scare anyone, but I don't make any promises of what the future holds for the price of fog this year. I'm so sorry.
And we're going to send out an email blast on your behalf as well tomorrow. So that should be a good reminder for everyone too, if they forget about it tonight, to see it again tomorrow and take advantage of it.
Yeah. And I pray to the fog gods that we don't have to do any price changes. I'm like literally praying to the fog gods, but I don't know what.
No,
when I got a phone call of it's triple right now, and we're expecting it to be quadruple the price by the end of the month. I was pacing.
Well, folks, this is your gift. Definitely use that TransWorld discount code from Froggies, our premier show sponsor, to make sure that you lock in your prices while you can.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, before we transition out of TransWorld, should we talk about the 2027 dates and the countdown that's already going to begin? Because we are less than a year away. Mark your calendars. If you didn't see all the advertisement, it is going to be February 25th through the 28th. And you should probably plan on being in on Wednesday, the 24th. So let's just say February 24th through the 28th. How about that? Get your hotels now. If you want to stay somewhere that you didn't get into this year, now is your fair warning to start doing that. All right. We're ready for East Coast. We know we're 22 days away. East Coast Haunters Convention, East Coast Christmas Show. Guys, who's excited? We get to see each other in just 22 days.
And seminars will be online this weekend. We're working on them. Some have already been put up, but the full haunt seminars will be online this week. And we have something new, Chris, too. It's called
Breaking News.
What's it called? Learning Lab.
Oh, okay.
I'm so tired. I'm like, and that's going to be free to all the attendees. And that's going to be really neat. That's going to happen on the show floor of East Coast, where people will get a chance to, I want to say make and takes. Some of them will be observation. Some of them you'll get to participate and get your hands dirty. But it really is a cool thing. We have makeup. We have DMX. There's a bunch of different things. European Body Art's participating. Bobby Wiener's it's on there as well. Scroll down already.
Very, very nice.
All of it. So there's a lot of cool stuff that's going to be happening at East Coast that's new. And I also heard, Chris, when we were talking, that one of the petitions is going to be karaoke.
We might be able to confirm that one right on the show. Like dead center on the main stage. Get ready to belt your heart out and scare all of your friends because, karaoke is coming to the main stage.
Oh, that's his favorite thing to do over here.
Yeah, let's do that. Come on. We are very, very excited.
And then the tours are already online, so please plan for those. It makes it easier when people do it ahead of time. As opposed to getting 50 phone calls when I've already released the buses. So please let us know if you're planning on taking the bus.
100%. We have tours on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. As Jen mentioned, we have educational seminars, the trade show floor. Obviously, Rich is going to lay out a masterpiece. The Olympics are back. And just a little behind the scenes information. The very first haunt to sign up, of course, our two-time defending champion, Eastern State Penitentiary. So they're going to be bringing it, and 18 other pit competitors will be as well. So you'll get a chance to watch all of that fun activity. What are you guys excited for? What do you most look forward when we get over to East Coast?
I'm excited for the tours. I think it's an awesome lineup of tours. So I'm excited for that. And just seeing everyone. Because I will say there are so many people I missed at TransWorld this year. And it was because we were so busy.
Yeah.
So East Coast is a little bit like, we can breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. I agree the same. Yeah, I agree the same thing. The tours, always looking at the tours, and it's a little bit more relaxed than TransWorld. I just feel like I get a chance to actually walk the floor and say hi to people. And of course, the stage for me, I get to see the stage on the Halloween side, so that's always fun. So I always, East Coast and Midwest for me are always okay, I get to go check out other people's stuff besides my stuff.
Jed and Rich, maybe we could convince Minor to, belt out a tune during karaoke, now that he's within an eye shot. So
that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Fun stuff on the Christmas side. I know we're going to get to that later, but we will be seeing again a house that Minor had set up for us with the lights, things like that, and we can do a Q&A, and there's going to be an after party and networking for that too. So I feel like whether you're Halloween, whether you're Christmas, whether you're a combination of both, there's definitely a little something for everyone.
And James, great question. Jen kind of just answered that. Yes, there's more Christmas. There's more information that's going to be coming out. So certainly tune in here to TransWorld Live. We're going to come to you twice a week to make sure that you get all the last late breaking news that our entire team is putting together, and anything that Rich and Jen put assembled will get released here too as well. So.
And I want to give a huge shout out to Nicole Ginsburg for helping me on the seminars for East Coast for Halloween. So thank you for that.
Yeah. Very, very exciting. Guys, I can't believe this. We are, like I said, 22 days away from seeing each other in Pennsylvania, in Philadelphia, right outside in Oaks, at the East Coast Christmas Show and the East Coast Haunters Convention. You can check those out, eastcoasthauntersconvention.com, eastcoastchristmasshow.com. And as we wrap up, guys, want to do some final thoughts as we kind of go around the room. Matt, I'll give you the honor first, if you wouldn't mind, as our best booth of the Halloween and Attractions show. Any closing thoughts as we close out TransWorld 2026 and head to East Coast?
Sure. Well, for TransWorld, I think I want to shout out the buyers, actually. As vendors, we get some credit, which is pretty cool. But I do want to shout out the buyers. Like I said, they were hungry on Thursday. That first Thursday was just incredible. It doubled my best previous Thursday. Overall sales were up. It was really just like a buyer's show this year. Serious buyers, and there was a nice comment in the comments over here. Somebody gave me and Dusk a nice shout out for helping him with his large order. I kind of flipped that right back and say thank you and shout out to you guys. They were, I believe he and his crew ordered about 20 pieces in one shot, and that's the type of buyer that was at the show this year. So for somebody like me who's, really building a business, this is my 6th year, which is, it's not brand new, but it's also, I don't have my daughter made off. I'm not a 20-year veteran. This is 6 years for me. I'm building a business. To have buyers like that at this point, I'm really grateful that we have that kind of show. So those are my closing thoughts on TransWorld, and I'm looking forward to East Coast. It's a 2-hour drive for me, so I can pretty much walk there if I wanted to. And my family's going to be there once again this year, so I'm really looking forward to it, and just cranking away, getting stuff for my booth, ready for my booth at East Coast.
Love that. Love that. Love that. Minor, we'll throw it to you, sir.
I mean, this was our 5th year at TransWorld on the Christmas side, and our first year on the Halloween side. Completely different dynamics. Just completely different. What you expect on the Christmas side is completely what you're going to get on the Halloween side. We sold out on Thursday on the Halloween side, just on the stuff that we brought, and we're like, oh man, we're so sorry. We thought we brought enough, and we were completely blown away on the Halloween side. So definitely it's a lot more cash and carry than the Christmas side, a lot more. So we completely misunderstood the market over there. So we're definitely be ready for that for the East Coast Christmas show and Halloween show. We're going to be bringing a lot more cash and carry stuff, which East Coast is a more cash and carry type of show, I feel, for both sides. We're really excited about the Christmas tour. This is going to be the 2nd year that we do it. And, we changed a couple of things. We have a new house that we're going to be touring to. And then, of course, the after events, it's going to be exciting. And I think we're going to have a few new vendors out there. So we're really excited about that. And, for me, TransWorld, it's been good to me. I thank Rich and Jen, for giving me the opportunity to try both sides and be like, hey, go out there and get them. And, we take advantage of that when we can. And so we appreciate everything that they do for us, and, just continue doing what you guys are doing. And I can't wait to see what the East Coast has for us.
Amen. Well done. Well done. Kate and Nate, what about you guys?
We're just, I think, looking forward to East Coast, seeing everyone there. Don't worry, Matt. We're bringing the Fobbles machine for your daughter, so she will have all the bubbles she will get to pop. And this year, I just want to echo what Matt said. Huge shout out to the buyers and coming in prepared. They were ready to buy. They were ready to came in with great questions, able to teach a lot of, everyone is like, I need the most expensive machine. And we're like, but do you? And like being, our main philosophy at Froggies, and I know it's a lot of other people on the show floor, is get the people what they need. What do they need? So it was an amazing show. I'm excited to see what East Coast looks like. And if you're not thinking about going to East Coast, go to East Coast, but get your hotel rooms now, because if you go look at hotel rooms, they're booked.
Yes.
So, another huge shout out to Rich and Jen, because your room blocks are booked, guys.
Sending out an email blast. It's going out tomorrow, because I think it was some are on the 4th and some are on the 9th that they expire.
Okay.
So we're trying to add some more now. I got a call from Shane tonight. He's like, I need more. So that's great. The amount of attendance is insane.
Yeah. Very much so. No, 100%. Book as early as you can. Nate, anything before we close out and go to Jen and Rich for final comments?
No, I mean, kind of what they all said as well. I mean, the buyers were there. It was an incredible show, like always. The vendors, all the vendors stepped up and went bigger. So we're just going to have to go bigger as well.
I'm not making letters, though. I have been banned from letter making. So no more making letters for Caitlin.
I'm excited to see everybody at East Coast and stop and actually talk to everybody. Hopefully by then I'll have a voice.
So you can lose it again.
Exactly. Well, Jen and Rich, the floor is yours for any final comments.
Well, I'm super excited for East Coast. I'm super excited that my daily events page is really popular now. And I want to tell people that Rich will have out for the pit people. We're going to be able to start sending stuff out, and people will be able to sign up for these amazing competitions, sign up for the haunt tours, sign up for the seminars, and come to buy and come just to hang out and have fun.
Yes.
And I'm interested to see what everyone thinks of this learning lab. I think it's really cool. And that's free. So that's always good.
Awesome.
So, I think East Coast, it's one of my favorite shows, honestly. It's new, but it just has so many elements in terms of networking and hanging out. TransWorld is so intense sometimes that this is just more relaxed, and I think people get a chance to just hang out.
Yeah. Good call.
For me, I mean, I pretty much said, everything about vendors and buyers and everything and how great they were. My final thought would be, pretty much my wife. She's the glue that keeps us all together, and without her, it wouldn't be what it is. So,
amen.
We're all part of her world.
I feel like that was like some sort of backhanded rude comment.
As I always say to her, it's your world and we're just living in it.
I know. And even when we argue, he's like, well, it's your show. Do what you want. That's good.
But all serious aside, without her, we wouldn't be where we're at. So,
amen. Amen. We all agree, and we can't say it any better. Guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for spending some time with us. We know we're exhausted. We have no voices. And we're super excited to charge towards East Coast Hunters Convention. And to do so, we're going to come back tomorrow night. That's right, Thursday, April 2nd, as we begin truly the East Coast Hunters Convention, East Coast Christmas Show Road. And we're going to have some amazing vendors, amazing products, and people that you're only going to be able to see at East Coast. So make sure you book your tickets now. EastCoastHuntersConvention.com, EastCoastChristmasShow.com. And we'll see you guys in less than 24 hours.
See you there.
Good night.